Okay, as you can notice, it has the 5.5-inch Full HD display with always on display here. It still means that it has an LED notification LED, but you still get that notifications over here. So this is a 5.5-inch Full HD display. You can double tap, turn it on, double tap, turn it off, and you can set the fingerprint sensor to unlock. So it's quite zippy because it's running a mid-range Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 processor. And let's turn it off a little bit. You can see in the front there's a 13 megapixel front camera. On the bottom there's a USB Type-C port, speakers, 3.5mm jack, power button, volume rocker, and on the back there's the defining feature of dual rear cameras and probably the first dual pixel rear camera on an ASUS ZenFone. One optical lens here for 2.3x optical zoom, and there's a laser autofocus, dual tone LED flash, fingerprint sensor that is unlocked thing. The overall look is very slim, very thin, and you can see the bezels are super slim as well, but it looks very similar to the ASUS ZenFone 3 Max. Aside from that, let's unlock it, and then, as mentioned earlier, it runs on a Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 processor, which is a mid-range processor, and it's octa-core. You can see 8 cores. It's got 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, and like I mentioned earlier, it's quite zippy. It's got a 5000 mAh battery. Somehow ASUS have managed to squeeze that in. Now the reason why I'm mentioning that is that this phone has actually been running on battery alone for the past 2 days. So you can see from the date itself already, today is the 23rd already, you can see that it's already about 2-3 days already, and it says that it can go on for another day. So 5 days battery life, pretty good performance. And we've been running benchmarks and so forth and playing games, running cameras, so pretty good in that sort of sense. Now let's go on to multimedia playback. YouTube, fast connectivity, and check that out. Let me change the quality to 1080p. There you go. Reasonable audio, just a bit tinny, quite clear, nice speakers, and full HD display looks quite nice as well. But one of the main things that we've been asked to showcase the ZenFone 3 Zoom is the camera. Now, I'm not going to go too deep in this because I assume that the camera app has not been updated completely, because instead of having OIS or image stabilization, which is one of the big key features of the ASUS ZenFone 3 series, the ASUS ZenFone 3 Zoom, this version at least, does not have any sort of image stabilization at all, which is sort of strange considering that it has up until 12x zoom. So combining that without any OIS is not very good. Okay, but there is the 2.3x optical zoom, which is what its natural zoom can do. It's running on a super pixel sort of instead of the Pixel Master from previous, so it got rid of the low light feature here. So we'll be testing more on that later. But the usual suspects are all there, along with time rewind, time lapse, slow motion, panorama, and effects. Super resolution is still there, and we'll be checking out the camera features very soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for watching. This is Mel from technic.com. Subscribe to the channel, go check out our website, and stay tuned for more.